What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another amazing episode of Real Talk Atlanta. We're your favorite hosts, River the Realtor.
I'm Ashley LeRae.
And I'm Taisha Renee.
And as usual, the Hump Day Hotties are here to give y'all what y'all need, what y'all looking for.
What y'all want to hear.
And y'all can see we are one hottie short. Nika W cannot be here today. She's dealing with some family stuff. But keep her in your thoughts, prayers. And yeah, she'll be back next week. And we're going to pick it up from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's kick it out with our pits and peaks.
Pits and peaks.
We can never get that right.
I'm saying picks and peaks.
Right.
Who wants to start?
Ashley.
Okay, I guess I'll start. It's been a really good week for me. Yeah, the clients have been rolling through. I feel like this is going to be a really good year in real estate. And it's warming up. I've been happy about that too.
Warm is an understatement.
Seriously.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. Peaks and pits. Pits.
good.
I don't really have, good? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Life is good. I had, 3 closings in the past 3 weeks?
Good.
That's amazing.
And I got closings in the upcoming weeks. So it feels good to have that consistency. Pits, I'm a little sick if y'all can't hear it in my voice.
You hear me? I'm like, wait a
I
second.
need to be on your side of the
You ain't
table.
say that.
Not that type of sick, but it's just my throat's dry.
I feel that. Drink some
Some water.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. Look, if these are the pits, this is not too bad, ladies.
And I'm trying to find a pit. So, life is good.
That's
What you
great.
just said? Life is good.
I
Life
love
is
that.
good.
Okay, I would say for me, my pits is look, I hate
If you
forcing
got
the
a
bag.
thing,
Don't force it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think life is just life, and I be getting tired, y'all. I be real lethargic. I don't know what be wrong with me. Like some days I wake up, I just don't want to real estate. Some days I wake up and I want to show all the houses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a pit, but that's just how I'm feeling today.
That's
That's
natural.
natural.
Like.
I think my peak is I have gotten a lot of clients lately who are people I know personally.
Oh, I love
So I
that.
love when it's your friend, your
Yeah.
cousin, your mama. Hey,
Don't
Mom.
do it. Please don't.
But I don't know. I love helping people that I know. I feel like a real full
Mhm.
circle moment. Oh my God, girl, we used to play double dutch together. Now you buying it. It's just
Oh my
crazy. I love that. So
Yeah.
a lot of my clients are personal friends from Chicago, and I love that. So.
I love
I
that.
love that. Congratulations to them
Yeah.
in advance.
That's
Yes.
really nice.
Yeah, I
This
love
is the first time where I feel like most of my new clients are all referrals. From when I got my license to now, most of my clients have been social media based.
Mhm.
So it's kind of cool. Someone referred me. Wow,
Business
that's so
is growing.
nice.
Yeah.
When you
I
start
love
getting them from all
that.
sides of angle,
I was like,
the price is going up. But okay, I love that. Let's get into the topic. Today we are talking about something that I think is going to be really good for people who are not only looking to buy a home but have already purchased one. We are talking about how to pretty much add value to your home. I think a lot of people don't realize that equity is not just built in your home because you sit there and watch it grow, but there are things that you can actually do to your home to increase the value and make it so, more bang for your buck. So that is what we're going to talk about today, maximizing profit and, getting the most out of your money, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So I think one of the standard easiest ways that you can really add value to your home is really maximizing the use of additional square footage, right?
Mhm.
Adding
yes.
square footage. Y'all know a lot of people add additions to the home or maybe enclose the space that's outside, really just making more usable square footage within the home.
One thing one of my clients recently came looking for was an ADU. Which is
Okay.
an additional dwelling unit at the back of the house. It's a separate living space for Airbnb. I was like, oh my God, I've never thought of that or have seen that. Now I've recently saw one, but adding that additional unit to the back for rental purposes, depending on, of course, what area you're in, is a game changer, I feel like.
It is.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you said that. One of my clients, we did a showing last week out in the Decatur area.
Mhm.
And we were in the backyard because the backyard was one of her non-negotiables. She had to have a good backyard. And we looked over to our right and the neighbors, they built something like that. And it was the coolest looking thing. It almost looked like a tree house, but
That's what
It
it
was
looks like. It looks like,
water.
because kids have
Like a
these
tiny
fancy
house.
playhouses now. It looks like a playhouse.
You're like, oh, that's so
but
cool.
it's big and it's nice.
I love that.
Yeah, I think the additional square footage, I always tell people this story when I think about add-ons. Y'all know I got a boatload of brothers and sisters. My youngest brother, though, when my dad he wanted a junior or a third. Kept asking my mom. My mom I'm not having no more kids until you move me out of this house and give us something bigger, something better, non-negotiable. My dad was like, all right. And y'all met my dad, so y'all know what y'all want. Thinking
He
about
don't
something.
play.
Girl, we went to school, came home. It's a blue tarp on top of the house. He done ripped the roof off.
Girl.
He said, you said bigger house? Here, go right here.
What did he
He
do?
put an addition on top of our house.
He built
He
what?
built on
On
top, like he ripped the roof off and put addition. Like if y'all look at where my mom lives right now, it's like all the houses are the same, and then you see my mama's house, and it's like this big thing because my dad ripped the roof off. And
Oh
added
my
addition.
God, that's
Sprinkle.
a man.
And my mama was looking
energy.
like
That's the energy I need right
he
now.
like, so baby, when the baby coming? And that is how John Bonds III came about.
Energy.
You
Come
got an
on,
uncle?
John. Come on with it.
Okay, I do for you. But I think when you like utilize the additional space, even if it's building up or building backwards, adding those ADUs or even converting your basement into like a separate unit. A lot of people who are looking for duplexes in Atlanta, they're not common. I always push them into like the older single families with a basement that you can add like a kitchenette.
And that has an exterior entrance. They don't have to come through your house.
Come in, come out, and separate it. I mean, that's really making the most of the square footage. So I think maximizing that is going to always bring you the most bang for your buck.
Absolutely. But also, go ahead.
I was also just going to say, I feel like with the cost of living going up recently, a lot of people have been thinking about adding like in-law suites to their house. That's
Very
super
simple.
important too. Because think about like as your parents get older, a lot of times when people start families, they want their parents nearby for help. And nursing homes are not cheap.
Okay.
People rather than what's on their home, first of all.
Yeah, just have her in your house. Just have your own, like you said, maybe kitchenette. Oh, is that too far?
In the house. She can get in the ADU.
Or the basement.
We're gonna separate.
In-law suite. There's some
separate.
really nice ones though. Like it's literally like they're right below you in the basement, but it's like their whole other house down there.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I feel like that's Atlanta's way of doing duplexes. Make the basement a whole separate unit. It feel like an apartment down there.
Yeah, it literally does.
I love it. And I think it's good for also like your middle-aged kids. You don't want your 16-year-old son.
When their friends come over.
Yeah, like get out. Go in the basement. And I think that makes it good too. So I really like that. I think another really, really big thing in terms of like adding value to your home, I think it's like increasing the curb appeal, right?
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize how the people next to you and aside from you and even yourself, like how the exterior really impacts the home. Like y'all ever seen a house and you go to a showing beautiful new construction and the neighbors got basketball, jump rope,
in front of the house. Like, what's going on?
Landscaping and non-existent. It's just shrubs. It's just a mess.
Even the house that's being shown is dirty. You know those panel houses. You gotta pressure wash that house. The garden, like you ain't trying to put no flowers. You gotta like make it nice. So when the person pull up, they love it. Because that's the first thing they see. They're like,
you can have the best house on the neighborhood. Somebody pull up and it's a mess on the outside. They're going to be like,
that's not what I'm pulling up to. But, it depends on the buyer because some buyers need it like right in front of them. Yeah. But other buyers have that vision. So if you get that person that's like, all I got to do is clean this down, change this up. But if it's somebody who they need to see it, you've missed the buyer. For sure.
No, definitely. It's so crazy y'all said that because I literally went under contract like 5 minutes ago. And we were looking at two houses.
Congratulations. We're not going to just go over that.
It's so funny because we were looking at two houses on the same street, literally 3 doors down from each other. And there was like a $50,000 difference in price, which is crazy for 3 doors down.
Which is crazy.
No,
very crazy. So out of the 2 houses, only one had curb appeal and the other one didn't. And she ended up going with the one that had curb appeal.
Which one? Was it the higher price one or the lower price one?
It was actually the lower price one.
Which is crazy.
But which is crazy. It had like a way nicer curb appeal. The other house was more expensive. It was nicer, but she was like, what's going on outside?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you see. I think, what they say, first impressions are everything. You walk up on the house, it's literally, I feel like this just remind me like my mom's whole neighborhood. Like my mom's house is like fake grass, fake plants. Like she get out there and make it do what it do. If you go 5 doors down, it look like a bando.
I need a picture.
It's like, what?
Because when I'm thinking about like Chicago streets, I need a picture.
Yeah. All the houses right next to each other. Like, and it's like nice bando. Like it really does look like that. But that does affect everybody's value in the entire neighborhood. So I think it's very important. Like keep the curb appeal up. Like make sure, especially if you list in your home. My clients are not coming in there if it look like you got roaches.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was just about to say, I feel like how it shows on the outside, if it's bad on the outside, I'm like, this is probably going to be so disgusting.
That means you don't keep up your house.
Exactly.
That means the inside is just as dirty or maybe you cleaned it for this showing.
No, I kid y'all not. I have one of my friends who I'm shopping right now. You know the notes you can leave FMLS? I kid y'all not. She put a note says, love the inside. Outside is giving roach. And she was like, I just don't even want to go over there because I don't like how it look on the outside. Like that's such a major portion. And again, it can't add value to your home. So.
Absolutely.
Call the landscapers.
And editing them pictures are only going to do so much. Because, sometimes they put them filters on the pictures for the listings. And you get there and be like, girl.
Putting that fake grass on there.
Like, girl, am I at the right house?
You know what I hate on the listing photography? When they have like fake lights in the windows. Like it looks like the lights
when they make it like nighttime and they like make it shine. I be like, y'all covering something up. And y'all, it's like
they had lights all going all throughout the garden and they don't. It's not there.
I hate that for them. Okay, another thing. I think this is a big thing. And I think it's also probably the most common thing. Updating the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even going to stop at kitchen. I think updating just like certain interior rooms, but I would say the kitchen especially because I think that's always like the focal point of
it. That's like the family area. That's like when people come to see your house, they're going to see your kitchen. Like the countertops, what's the old countertops? You know what I'm talking about?
Laminate.
Oh, yeah.
The laminate. Like, come on now. We in 2020.
Right. And it'd be round on
those countertops.
Yeah. No, it'd be like round. It looks like you can literally peel it back and it's like paper.
Yeah. I really, really hate those countertops. I cannot lie. And then they're in the bathroom. I feel like if you update the countertops in the kitchen, come on, let's take it to the bathroom. You might as well take it across the house.
I hate when people like update one portion of it, but don't. Like stainless steel microwave, stainless steel dishwasher, and then the fridge is white.
Yes.
Why you had did that? Like, please just
now
do
we
it
gotta
all
write the
at
special
once.
stipulations. Can you provide my client with a new fridge?
Or get that one out. Like, it's
just take it out. I hate when like old cabinets. I feel like to cut cost and corners, a lot of people try to refurbish old cabinets and or paint over them.
Oh, speak on
and
it.
that paint be so thick, it looks so bad.
If you're gonna do it, get a professional.
Yeah, do it right.
There's a way to do them. I think the one thing people feel like they don't have to do is I'm not going to sand these down. I'm just going to literally start painting over it. It's a mess. Like it's like imagine doing your makeup and it's like, I don't like it. I'm finna just do it again.
Right on top.
I don't like it. I'm gonna just do it again. Like now it's cakey. It's thick. Like you look a mess. It's
giving Fiona
analogy. Not Fiona.
No, that's seriously how it is. It's like putting what they say, putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
If y'all don't redo it, redo it the right way. I think like just little stuff, even like the appliances every, few years, not few years, but like if you have older appliances, change them out, get some stainless steel ones. Just do it all. Do it for Labor Day. Have a sale.
And while y'all in there, you might as well go ahead and sand the popcorn ceilings too.
Oh my God.
Nah, hold on. I love me a good popcorn ceiling.
No.
I love it.
No.
Maybe I grew up with the popcorn ceiling.
Me too.
Yeah,
but
me
not
too,
that I've seen it without take that off.
It's so nostalgic. I ain't gonna lie. If I go in the house and I see a popcorn ceiling, I'm like,
well, you might as well keep the laminate countertop.
If I see it, I'm like, let me get my contractor on the phone to
get rid of it. I like it though. I think the one thing though is you gotta, especially if you're looking to sell your home, you kind of gotta move with the times. Like if the times are no longer saying like, we went through that like era of like the funky color cabinets. Like I'm gonna do my kitchen with the bright green cabinets. Like, okay.
Even brown. Brown was a thing.
I still like a good espresso.
I mean, espresso's still out there. I've been seeing nice like navy blues. Those are cute.
Those are, but y'all know the funky ones. I'm talking about giving funky fresh. Like lime green cabinet with the gold handle. It's like, whoa.
Not that.
I'm not doing that. So I just think like when it comes to updates and stuff, like definitely do it to your liking. But if you're looking to list or just kind of go into that space, keep up with the times. And the times are saying clean, cookie cutter, white, gray.
And keep up with the times of your community though.
There we go.
Talk to your realtor, pull those comps. She can see those pictures and see what these houses look like when they sold. Look and see what type of countertops they had. What type of, look at these things and that'll help you know what to do so you don't over. Because there's such a thing as overdoing it. You update it outside of what you're going to, you're not going to get much return on it if you do a little too much depending on your community. So.
And one thing with that too, even with color, I think a lot of people, like you said, color used to be in. Like I know my mom's house, every room was a different color.
Oh my God.
And it hurt my eyes.
No, mom's like
it's
that.
It's for the kids.
Mom's like that. The moms be like, I want to feel like I'm in a different place in every room. Like, it's all the same house though, Mom, but okay.
Like that's fine. I feel like people also have to remember if you want to make upgrades, of course it's your home, do what you want. But like you said, don't over upgrade it, especially to something that's so specific to you that other people won't like it. Because that's going to be so hard to sell. If it's just your style, a buyer's going to walk in there it's not going to feel like home to them.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes if there's a guy in the house, they can upgrade it too masculine. So now you're taking away female buyers or females in the house. Now it's too girly.
Yeah.
You gotta have a median. If you're looking to sell this, an investment, you're looking to sell it, you gotta have it at a median. What a woman can buy this, a man can buy this, a family can buy this, a single person can buy this.
I agree.
It meets it's neutral basically.
Yeah. I think you touched on a really good thing. I think it's also like understanding what the purpose is, right? If you are trying to resell your home and you're looking to make those upgrades, of course, see what's going on in the neighborhood. But what if you're trying to make your house a rental? You do not need to give the same upgrades to a property you're looking to rent. That's something you're trying to buy. Your renters might can have those limited countertops. Like, it's going to be okay. Because I think when you think about renters, it's like people are going to be coming and going in this home, moving around. You might have to replace it every time you get a tenant. You don't want to put fine marble quartz here, stuff here that could potentially get ruined and you have to replace it because of a tenant. So I think look at it for the purpose of what it is you're doing in your home. Of course, if you're trying to sell, put the best quality stuff that goes along with the comps in your area are. But if it's a rental, go with the most affordable. I want to say affordable. There you go. The most affordable.
Livable and affordable.
Look, what do I say? Luxury and affordable.
Yeah.
It's a way to do both. So.
And logical, like you said. It has to make sense.
Okay, that's the right word right there.
Asking that. Luxury, affordable, logical.
Right. I think
it might be a business.
Yeah, that's really good because investors, I feel like if you're, like you said, if you're looking to rent, with that, you have to take your emotions out of your home. Yeah. Because at that point, it's not, I mean, it's your home like legally, but it's going to be someone else's home. Exactly. So you have to think
it's
like
business,
that.
Yeah. It's not personal.
I wrote a book on this. Buy the ebook. I'm going to drop the link right now. If y'all need to know, I'm serious because I'm really going to help y'all out here. And I will say I made that mistake in my house. Bought it when I did my flip. You know, I was planning to move out.
Yeah.
I put my soul on that flow. And now I can't go nowhere. I'm stuck. I just can't move. So be very cognizant of what it is your future goals are before you like go adding money, but make it make sense. I think that kind of segues well into like the other thing. The small things matter. Right. You kind of talked about the paint on the walls, changing the paint, making it more neutral, switching out your, don't fight me, hardwood floors. I know y'all love those.
No, see, the floors are important. I fell in love with my house because of the floors. I was like, oh my God, these floors are so pretty.
Yes. When you got them raggedy, even if you do have vinyl floors, but you know your dog, your cousin has been scraping up on the floor, it's all scratched up, like those things kind of matter. And I think we kind of just tread over it. I always tell my clients it's important to like maintain the house, even if selling it is not on your mind. But if you've been in your house for 7 years and you looking around like, okay, there's fingerprints, skid marks on the wall, just get a fresh paint job. Like keep your house up so that when it is time to sell, you don't got to do every single thing.
Yeah, it can be so overwhelming, you know, if you're wanting to sell and you're like, well, there's so much to do.
I think with pets though, something that people don't keep in mind is if you have pets and your overall goal is to sell, I think you should be getting like regular deep cleans. Like if you're not like a deep cleaner, before that smell like piles up and it gets worse and worse and worse over time, schedule some deep cleaning. Like every month, every 2 months, whatever it means to make sense to you. Because once they get that dog scent,
they gotta go.
They gotta go.
No, I have been into some homes where it's like, you know they have a dog because you see the cage, but when you look at the flooring, the carpet and stuff, it doesn't feel like it. That everyday maintenance, it really does matter. I think when we talk about adding value to your home, part of adding the value is maintaining the current value first. Like if you let your house get well below like the average standard of living, especially for your area, and then you think it's just going to be an easy sale, it's not. And it makes it harder for us as well. Like I think, again, the best way to add value is to first maintain what you already have and then continuously add on it. But what like punch list items do y'all think? Like the small things that y'all can do to just kind of keep up with everything?
Of course, fresh paint, keeping your cabinets clean because y'all know those cabinets get dirty.
They get sticky.
Especially if you cook a lot.
Keeping your appliances up to date because you know some people like really use and abuse those appliances.
Betty Crocker, you want to bake a cake?
Especially a washer dryer. I feel like those go so unnoticed.
Look, do they?
Yeah.
If you
them washer
if you
dryers,
wash
some of them be old.
Large loads every time you wash that dryer, that wash tore up.
Oh man.
I mean like not replacing it. Like people will literally have their washer dryer
people
for like 30 years.
They gonna keep their appliances till them things run out.
Yeah.
Me too. The carpet. Don't forget about that carpet. Freshen up that carpet because I hate when the carpet is like beige, but now it's looking black.
Yeah.
Black is crazy.
Beige to black is insane.
That means you didn't vacuum at all.
When you got kids and pets though, that can happen very easily.
Yeah.
Like, I live alone and my carpet is like a light gray and I vacuum like 3 or 4 times a week. Like
you have to. I hate seeing little stuff.
Like, no. That's true. And I'm not gonna lie, like growing up, now I think about it, I wrecked my room up.
And you know when your parents used to be like, clean out this room.
Yeah, like my carpet.
Really
and I was one of them artsy kids. I'd be painting
and stuff. God. You would have been evicted from my house. My mom play that. She would have been take it outside right now. But you know what's crazy? It's funny you say that because I always am like, now that I'm a homeowner, like the little stuff that my mom used to be complaining about, I never understood it.
Mhm.
Like, keep this clean, and after y'all cook, wipe the grease off. Don't just be leaving. And it's like, girl, you always complaining. Like,
No,
oh my God.
seriously.
Baby,
You get
now
it
I be
now.
like, cut these lights
like,
off.
what is
Like,
that?
these light bills ain't gonna pay this. They like,
That's
not
how
you
my
turn to your
boyfriend is.
mama.
If anybody comes to the house, he'd be like, don't touch the walls. Because he hates seeing the fingerprints
on
like,
it.
don't touch the wall. When you go upstairs, don't touch the wall.
My dad tells me that
Aren't you
seriously.
concerned about these walls?
But it's like now we're kind of thinking like our parents were and kind of realizing like those small things actually do matter. Like one thing I think is a good fix is like the actual like fixtures and the hardware. I think at a certain time, like, okay, it's time to step it up. Like,
And elevate them, they make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Those white ceiling fans with the two. Get rid of them. I hate
That's
them.
slept on because people pay attention to ceiling fans.
No.
I had this client every house we went and she was like, oh, ceiling fan, nice.
People like that.
Every house. I was
Home
like,
Depot,
are you
$100. You can like
Yeah.
literally elevate your whole room with a different fixture. But like,
Yes.
I hate those. You know the little round one that got the one little
look like
point,
the-
like
yeah.
look like a
It's
little
heavy.
bowl, like
Yeah, I call it something else. I don't think I can say it on YouTube.
Don't say it because you be brand.
Ashley
yeah,
be the vulgar one. I hate them. So I think your fixtures and like your hardware, like you know the little handles, your
That's
doorknobs,
something you don't pay attention
just kind
to.
of like making them cute. Like I said, I think if you do these things over time versus like waiting until you're like, oh, I'm ready to sell,
That's
and
gonna
we
be
have
a
to
higher
give you
cost.
this. Hello, we gotta
Yep.
give you this laundry list of stuff to do. You
Yeah.
gonna be mad at us, but.
And it's
Should have been
crazy.
doing it. Should have been listening to
Shoulda been listening to
Yeah.
A lot of those things are so cheap and easy to do. Like I got my what do you call those door handles from Amazon?
Same.
Yep.
My
Wayfair.
bathroom ones. Yeah, they're
Come in
so
bulk.
cheap and it's so easy. All you need is a screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
And
Work
that's it.
smarter, not harder.
I think
Well,
that's
I ain't
it.
gonna say install them yourself. Because
Oh, well, not the big stuff, but like even that's another one too. The light switch plates.
Yes.
Like stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. When you're touching it so often, they get dirty so quick.
all the
Just change
accessories,
those.
shower heads, faucets, all of it, y'all.
Yeah.
Continue to upgrade. Continue to stay with the time so that you don't get lost in the sauce. Like,
Okay.
and the sauce not good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get lost in the sauce. Like, I think continuously upgrading your home, making sure you're staying in line and on point with what the market says is good, what the buyers are saying is good. That's going to put you in line to be able to sell your home for top dollar and even more dollar. Because you're following
Absolutely.
these things. So, yeah.
That was
That's
good.
it.
Yeah.
I love that. Short, sweet, simple, and
to the
I hope
point.
y'all are listening.
Right. They need to be. That was
Period.
good.
I love it. So, dang. It's Nika right now. I know. I feel like she be the one segueing us
She
into the question
love
of the
this
day. I
part.
know. But let's get into our favorite segment of the day with our realtor bae.
Ashley
Miss
Lorraine.
Ashley Lorraine.
With the question of the day.
Yes. So I know that we have a ton of new listeners. So if this is your first time tuning into us, we have this new segment called Question of the Day, where we take questions from you guys, our audience, and you can submit your questions on Instagram. Follow us at Real Talk Atlanta or Gmail at realtalkatlpod@gmail.com. So
That's getting so fluent.
So
Ashley.
fluent.
It is,
it's
right?
working.
When we tried to do it when she wasn't here, I was like, real
What-
talk.
ATLpod.com. Like,
y'all are so funny. So this question, actually, someone emailed us. Her name's Selena. Hey, girl.
Hey,
So
girl.
Selena.
she said, let me start by saying, sorry, y'all, I can't read. Let me start by saying I love your podcast. It's been so helpful during my first few months as a realtor. And she said that she is in Florida, currently working with an out-of-state client. So she's a realtor. And her client will not be there for closing. So she wanted to know, have we ever done remote closing? And if so, what differences came up throughout the process when dealing with remote client?
Absolutely.
Her client is an out-of-state client and won't be at closing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I've had a
common.
client. Yeah, I've had a client who they live in California and they were investing and they wouldn't be coming here. So you just when you go under contract, you're just going to let the attorney know as far in advance as you can that it's going to be a mail away closing, and they literally will mail just as if they were there to sign all documents. They're going to mail them all the documents. They'll need to get it notarized, and they just mail it back.
Yeah, I think
Standard
it's like a
closing.
very small fee, maybe like $50 or something like that.
But I think if they get the notary or something for you, it could be in the little hundreds, probably like $200.
Yeah, if you go
Okay,
notarize
that's not
yourself,
bad.
but you could do it at like a bank, a currency
Yeah.
exchange. But I think mailaways are really common for investors. But then remember when we were in like the pandemic times,
Yeah.
we were
Right.
doing virtual closings because we could not be in the same room. So I think it's very common. And the best thing again is just to let everybody know up front so that they can prepare the paperwork, get the docs out. Because if you tell them the day before, oh, this is a mail away, you're gonna delay your closing. Like,
Right.
there's no
They're going to be
way.
like, we should have been. No. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I
Tell them
agree.
immediately. But I think beyond the attorney side, wanting to give them that experience, everyone makes the closing experience. Send them some flowers, like send them something nice in the mail to their house. That's what I did.
That would be nice.
It's like, thank you.
Yeah, you can still do all of that, and it's definitely really common because people relocate to new cities all the time. So it may be your first, but it won't be your last remote closing. I'll say that. But yeah, still treat it like an experience. And then once they do get to Florida, like you said, send them a gift, take them to dinner. There's so much you could do, but it's pretty common. I haven't had any like quote unquote issues though.
Yeah, I haven't run into any issues, no.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is just making your client feel like they didn't miss out on their experience because they're not there. So keep that communication.
Set expectations.
And with that, vice versa, because there have been times where we've had closings and we weren't there with our clients. That happens as well too. I mean, we can't be everywhere at every time, unfortunately. So the same thing goes. If you're there, the client's not there, and even sellers. Yeah, they don't show up all the time. So.
Yeah, all the buyer's not. If my client's not there, I'm not there either. I'm emailing the attorney like,
have a nice one. Okay, wire the funds, please.
Exactly.
So I think that's a great question. Yeah. Congratulations on your closing.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Glad we can help you.
I love this.
Yeah,
I love us. Look at us helping the people.
I love
it. Well, thank y'all for tuning in as usual. Y'all know where y'all gonna find us next week. Right here. Same time, same place. Same hot girls.
Yep.
Period.
Just different outfits.
Different outfits, for sure. But no, thank y'all for tuning in. We're super excited. Remember to send us your questions, follow, like, subscribe, all of that. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, real talk all the time.
All right.
Bye.